HSA contributions are going up in 2020. With the HSA, you get tax-deductible contributions, tax-free growth, and tax-free withdrawals. No other retirement account can match the tax benefits of the HSA. So I thought it would be a great time to do a little bit of a deep dive on the HSA. If you are not contributing to an HSA, hopefully by the end of this video I will have convinced you that it is an essential component of a successful and well thought out retirement plan for you. Hi there, my name is Ashley Michike. I'm the CEO of True North Retirement Advisors, where we help business owners successfully transition into retirement. In today's topic, I'm talking about the HSA, otherwise known as the Health Savings Account. This account is the holy grail of retirement savings account. No other account matches it in terms of its tax treatment. And you're allowed to sock away a pretty good chunk in your HSA every year, and that's going up next year in 2020. So here's the numbers. So for this year, you're able to put, if you're single, you're able to put about $3,500 into your HSA. If you are married, you can put $7,000 in for a family, and then if you're over 55, you can make an additional $1,000 contribution on top of that. So you can get up to $8,000 this year in 2019 in your HSA account. Next year, those limits go up. So if you are single, it jumps to $3,550. So it goes up by $50 next year, and then it jumps up by $100 for a family. So you can do $7,100 if you're a family, or $8,100 in 2020 if you are over 55. In terms of retirement accounts, I really would like you to think of the HSA. And I know this is totally backwards and counter to what most people do, but the HSA, because of its tax benefits, it's amazing. Like the 401k, the Roth, none of it can match what the tax benefits are in saving money in your HSA. So I want you to think about your HSA, if you're eligible for one, is to try to max out your HSA before you max out your Roth or your 401k. Because those tax benefits are so beneficial, and you're going to need this money to pay for healthcare costs in retirement anyways. Like, you probably won't ever be able to contribute enough to cover what you're going to have to outlay for medical costs in retirement, with rare exception. I want to talk about the big mistake that most of you are making with your HSA, and that is that you're thinking about your HSA in terms of paying for current healthcare expenses. So, you know, you might be contributing to an HSA account right now, and that's great, but you might be using most or all of those dollars every year, or not contributing up to the limits every year, and viewing this as a long-term retirement savings vehicle. So I want you to think about the HSA as a long-term vehicle, because what you can do with an HSA that most people don't realize is that you can invest those funds. It does not have to sit in cash. It does not have to be used in the current year. You can invest that money. And it would be wise for you to invest that for growth for a retirement account, just like you would your 401k or your Roth or any other retirement account that any other account that you've earmarked for retirement. Because again, when you get tax-free growth while that money is in the HSA, and then when you pull it out of the health savings account in retirement and pay for medical expenses with it, tax-free withdrawals. It's amazing. I mean, seriously, like, it's such an amazing benefit of the HSA. It saddens me that more people don't take advantage of it as this long-term vehicle. And so just to put some real numbers around this, currently, if you are retired today, the average cost for an American today who's retired for healthcare expenses is about $1,000 a month. So if you think about it, it's about $12,000 a year. If you look at it over your lifetime, most Americans are going to spend in the range of $280,000 in retirement, specifically for healthcare expenses. So we all know that healthcare is going to be costly in retirement. You know, it's this big conundrum in actually paying for healthcare costs in retirement. And a health savings account is a way that you can front load those expenses. So while you're still working, while your income is still high, while you don't have the burden of paying for these medical costs in retirement, you can sock money away in an HSA, save it for later on when you are retired, and in the meantime it can grow for you. So and also if you think about like long-term care needs, if you ever had dementia or Alzheimer's, or you have to spend time in assisted living, that is very expensive. So your costs for healthcare and retirement skyrocket if you're in that boat. If you change your mindset around the HSA and stop thinking about it as a way to pay for current medical costs and instead a way to pay for future medical costs, that alone is going to help quite a bit just in terms of how you invest and what you do with those HSA dollars. But what I really want to emphasize here is that this is going to be the most beneficial for people who are 5, 10 years out from retirement, even further than that. Because the more time you have to save money in the HSA, invest that money, let that grow, the more you're going to be able to accumulate in that account to pay for healthcare costs in retirement. So don't delay, start now. You can do research online. I don't want to make this video too long, but you know, you do have to satisfy certain eligibility requirements. Primarily, you have to be in a high deductible health medical plan in order to qualify and save in an HSA. So make sure that you are able to contribute to an HSA and give it that priority in your retirement savings account. I want you to think of HSA first, then 401k, Roth IRA, other retirement accounts, and then if you still have money left over and you're saving, then you can start thinking about putting money in taxable accounts. But when it comes to saving and prioritizing HSA, Roth, and 401k accounts, and then other taxable accounts, that's how I want you to think about it. And think about your HSA as a powerful tool for paying for the inevitable high costs of medical expenses that you will have in retirement. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ashley Mitchkay. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it valuable, won't you please like, comment, and subscribe. Now, you might inevitably have questions about whether or not an HSA makes sense for you, whether or not you're eligible for an HSA, how you should balance saving in an HSA with all the other competing financial priorities and all the other accounts that you're trying to save for retirement. So if you have questions about your unique situation and you'd like to schedule a call, it's free. There's no sales pitch. You'll talk to me. And I can answer all the questions that you have about HSAs, how to set them up, whether or not it makes sense for you. So below this video, there's a link to schedule a call, and you can schedule a call at a time that's convenient for you. It'll give you access to my calendar, allow you to see when I'm available, and you can schedule a call whenever it makes sense for you. And I will see you again in a couple of weeks, where I'm going to focus back on exit planning for business owners, and we're going to talk about why it's so essential to replace yourself in your business. Thanks again for watching. My name is Ashley Mitchkay, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Today we are talking about HSAs. HSA? I'll be right back because I'm going to get some water. Do you like my shoes?